Shalom. Kohalo Yahweh Shemir Shabbat Shemakakwadash. Double honors to the elder apostles and elder bishops of Great Millstone, even the elders that came before them that taught us this truth. Shalom and salutations to all the brothers out pushing the word in truth and in sincerity, the hopeful like tabernacle of David. I'm the elder Yahshua. Shalom and salutations to you all. This is Isaiah 14:14. And let's just read right down. Okay. In the NIV, I will ascend above the tops of the clouds. I will make myself like the Most High and be like the Most High. Will make myself like, be like, make myself like, just like, I'll be like. Like, he has to work at it. He has to do things. What things is he doing to make himself be like? Okay. Now, become like. I am like to the Most High. I will be like. Okay. What's going on here? Okay, so, and real quick, all right, because nobody goes to this aspect of what's going on. Epstein wanted to be God. He wanted to be like God. So what is he doing? What are the two things that they're doing, right, that tell you what's really going on here? Epstein wanted super race created with his what? What's this? DNA. Okay. Now, how does this tie into Tucker Carlson going up to Israel saying, what? This, DNA. So what are we dealing with? When Tucker suddenly makes everything about DNA. Oh, well, we can do that. We can find out who these people are. All we got to do is test everybody and then lie. Right? Real easy. Test everybody, lie, set up the test. We already knew. The Limba. Oh, well, the Limba already sent the real test. So all we got to do now is fake a test, make us look like the Limba, right? And then we did what it is that we did. What are we doing? Well, two things. What are we looking at? What is the big picture? The big picture is Epstein. What was Epstein doing? Well, no, he was only trafficking and eating a little beef jerky. And no, that nigga had access to everything. Major universities, telescopes, fucking, you understand? They knew what was coming from the cosmos. They knew what was going on, how much time they had left to do what. I will ascend above the heights of the clouds. I will be like the Most High. This means I will ascend, right? I will be all-knowing, right? Like the Most High. I will be omniscient like the Most High. Let me get my AI. Let me get my cameras in place. Let me get my C-hip ready. So what do we see? Okay. Who is this guy? What's his last name? This is Amalek, right? Being sent by his superiors to do what? Hey, we have but a short time to do our thing before we're doing their thing. Yep. Okay. So what do we have? What are we dealing with? If this guy is on an island, right, with a laser that comes up and shoots whoever, Dr. Evil, right? He's on an island doing what he's doing. Oh, he's got cloning machines and he's down there doing what? Splicing genes and shit. Okay. So we're dealing with DNA. And then what is Tucker talking about over there? Right? Because Tucker's on the other side of this. Tucker's on this same, working for these same people, right? Working on the same plan. What's the plan? Here's the plan. It's simple. All right, so all we got to do is go here to figure out the plan, okay? Here's what's going on. Top down, start with Amalek, right? Here he is, but here he is too. Tabernacles. What's tabernacle? Well, he's part of that tabernacle, right? Of who? Of that group. He's the head of that group, just like Judah's the head on the other side. So who's in direct competition? These guys, right? Hiding, calling everybody else this, right? But here's what's going on here, okay? These guys done got together, right? Who? So-called white men, the Arabs, right? Where's I'm looking for, I guess the Ishmael, where's, what's the name? Would they fall into, I'm not sure, I gotta find out. Might be Asher. Ashur. Who is that? Would that be Elam? I gotta look into that. Anyway, point I'm making is that top down, and here's the top. What are they doing? They're doing this, and then they're doing what with Tucker? Okay. What are they doing? They are trying to supersede Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Okay. It says, I'm going to start at 3, Psalm 83 and 3. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people. Here we are, right? And what have they done? What is the crafty counsel that they have taken? They have consulted against us. What have they done? Well, they're still in the process of doing this, right? They can't be Israel. So who's doing that right now? Tucker Carlson's doing that right now. Right? Isn't he? Isn't Tucker doing just that right now? Come on, Tucker, where you at? I guess I haven't brought this up in a while. It's not going to come up where I want it to, is it? No. There it is, right there. What is this guy doing? Tucker's screaming. Okay. With who? Tucker's in lockstep with who right now? The biggest anti-Semite. Who's that? Let's see if we can find it. Prepper News, Bedrock Rock, Demons, Trap Snare. Which one? YouTube. This is all YouTube. Man, I need to. No. What's this? Okay. What do I want? It's lucky. I just forgot what I wanted. Where was I? Okay, so what is this guy doing? This Tucker Carlson. I was going to ask a question. Tucker. Oh, who is? That's what I want. Who is? Right here. Who is? Well, let's see. Who was named the world's biggest Now I'm looking for the name Candace Owens. But see, this is an old version of whatever. This Safari, I guess. So we'll see what happens here, because it doesn't do what I want it to do as far as AI and all of that stuff. So look at this. Why? Look at that. I was looking for Candace. Look what comes up. And this goes back to 2024. What's going on here? Look. The 2024 winner, Candace Owens, ramps up. This is 2024. Why? Look at this. Okay, so we see the plan right here. Look at this. Okay, wait. Okay, well, we got to read this. Why? Look at this. Look at the names. This is at the top. Who was named the world's biggest? Look at the names. This guy comes up, and it's not even about him. What does this say? It goes straight to her. What is going on here? And that's the spirit doing this. Call Halal Yahweh Shemi Shai. The point has been made, okay, because the spirit just led me here. Who was named the world's biggest? So we see what this is. Where is this going? Tucker's connected to, go back and watch the video that the elder apostle put up yesterday about him. Salakia. Get rid of this. Go to history. The elder apostle Tahar put the video up from We Woke Now, which We Woke Now, something about that whole thing that screams, fraud at some level. But amazing how they had to put us up now. And I did see that whole thing transpire as well. So this is not going to work with me. Okay, let's see. Bear with me because this is crazy. I can see right now it's not going to render. Bear with me. Okay, so what I'm looking for now is history, right? And I want see they're missing. What's going on is they're missing what Tucker's actually up to. They see the guy is slow. We Woke Now. Before he made that video, he was saying that it was the video with Kanye. And I was saying, no, you're wrong. And then a couple of people jumped in the comments and no, it was GMS. So there's a connection. But see, you're so far behind. You're like a whole month behind because you're supposed to be, where are you supposed to be right now? You're supposed to understand that Tucker and Candace have been dispatched a long time ago from that meeting, from this meeting. Okay? When Tucker left here, he went on the mission. So what we're watching right now is what they have set up. It took them years to set this up. It took them years to set up Charlie Kirk and that whole drama. That's all part of this. Look at Candace. Candace is part of Charlie Kirk, right? Tucker is part of Charlie Kirk, okay? This is Tucker's plan. Tucker came from here. And what we see now is years and years of a plan. So when Charlie goes down, Candace jumps up and turns into the worst person in the world by going against Erica Kirk while they're calling her the biggest anti, who's connected to Adolf Schicklgruber and Kanye West. And now this guy, come on, who don't see what's going on? Okay, I only get 3 views. I wonder why. Okay, it's going to take another month for everybody to figure out this. Where'd that shit go? Right here, what is this? who was named world's biggest anti. I just typed that in. Look at this. What is this guy doing? 2026, January 1st. Look at this. Look at these two people right here. You tell me what this is. Why is this guy suddenly, right, stirring up anything coming from here? He knows who we are. So who are they going after? Right? Go back and watch the video that the elder apostle put up. But here's what you got to know. What are they doing? They're doing two things. All right? They're stealing your identity. Let's go back to 83. Okay? They're stealing your identity right now in front of you. They're saying, oh, we got testing and that'll prove it. Who said that? This guy. Why did he say that? Because he knows who we are. They went back and checked it out. They know who we are. This guy knows. We're watching this. Oh, I don't know. I never, it wasn't on tape. See, you can't lie to the prophets. You can't tell a lie. Oh, it wasn't on tape. Here's the tape. We're not in the time of lying. We're in the time of lies being exposed. So I can clearly see that this guy's plan from this day. This is him shaking hands with the elder apostle Tahar right here. Okay? Let me back that up a hair. Who's he shaking hands with? He's shaking hands with the elder apostle. Right there. He's shaking hands with the elder apostle Tahar. Okay? Period. Stop that. All right, so what is my point? Let's go back. Stop that. Let's go back to Epstein. Okay, here we are. So this is this guy being God. He wants to be God. Create. You want to be a creator God. Right? So you're splicing DNA. Whose DNA? Well, the limba, right? You're trying to be us. What are you doing? You got to go get the original. What are they doing? All of this is connected. Okay? Tucker's connected. Go here. Tucker and Candace, right? That's everywhere right now. Tucker and Candace. Watch this come up. Tucker and Candace, anything. What are they going to do? How are they going to obscure and obfuscate this? Shalom. Come on, you. What are you going to do with it? Yeah. I might be being attacked as well. So I'm going to sit here and sing She'll Be Coming Around the Mountain until this clicks in. Let me see. It might not. What are we looking for? Tucker and Candace. Let's go. Oh, here we go. What do we got? They're trying to figure out how to obfuscate. Look at this. Crazy. It should be every channel right now bringing up something about Tucker and Candace. Look at this shit. Come on. 3 months? Really? Look at this. 21 hours. Candace Owens cancels Erica Kirk's series to usher in Armageddon. Look at this. Okay, so what is going on? All right, let's take a look at this. What is this? Who put them? See, and here's the reason for Candace, right? She's the face of anti-Semitism. She's the black face. Just like that guy that showed up down there in Texas, right? If you can't see what they're doing, who are they coming after? All right? This is offender for a word all day long if you can't see this. What is Tucker? How did Tucker come from shaking hands, right?
If you do 25,
he's shaking hands with the elder apostle. How did he get from there to now he's the king of Armageddon? Who are the Jews? What's going on? That's simple to see. Who are the Jews? How are you speaking on that, Tucker?
About our smear campaigns, and you hear now Senator John
How
Thune
is Tucker speaking on who the Jews are, going to speak to Bibi Netanyahu and stirring up a whole bunch of shit, and then they're going to come after us? They're going to come after Candace Owens' blackface. How did that happen? I don't know who this is. Graham Allen. Let's see what Esau is going to say about it from another side. Wants to tell Tucker that no one can force God's hand. Let's see. Let's see what's being. See, the devil is coming from it at all sides. Tucker, oh, I'm the good guy. No, Tucker, you were down at the camp lying about it, saying no, nobody recorded it.
We got to talk about Tucker and Candace and a lot of them here. Now, the other day we showed you it was weird that Tucker Carlson and Nick Fuentes on the same day were talking about Israel wanting to build the third temple.
You see what's going on? Okay. What they did was they took all of these influencers. This was before Charlie. Okay. This is Tucker's plan. We're going to pay all these influencers. Why? Because the Rothschilds fund both sides. So Netanyahu calls them all over to Israel, says, here's what you do. You say all these good things, you can get paid. I'm going to line you. And then Tucker's right there. Tucker's on the other side. Tucker, you're going to be the bad guy. You're going to be the anti-Semite. You're going to say all the bad things that you can because we're going after you niggers. Candace, you're the tear, right? You're the face of anti-Semitism because we're going after them niggas on the street. It's real simple.
And how weird that was. They talk about our smear campaigns, and you hear now Senator John Thune echoing all these panicins and doomers and black pillars things about influencer paid campaigns and stuff. But now you've got Tucker Carlson and Candace Owens on the same day talking about Israel wants to force God's hand in bringing Jesus back sooner.
So
why is this guy? Where is he at? Come here, scoundrel. From one scoundrel to the next. Let me get a little bit more. Where you at? Smucker. Trucker. Look at it. In the middle of everything. How did he go from here, right? Because they took their time with it. This had to be 2013, right? Then they formulated that plot, right? What plot? Let's get the plot. Stanley Plotkin, right? Oh, Stan, let's see. Plot. One word. Make someone a guilty defender, false, made by word. Shalom. False. Snare. Trap. A false trap. Where's my word plot? I don't think it's in here. They plot. Am I missing it? False testimony. He's just looking for the word plot. I'm looking for the word plot. Okay. Slovakia. I'm just trying to have a little fun too. Anyway, it's a plan. Set a trap. Lay a snare. Okay. Lie. Who tell lies to destroy the innocent? Trickery. Right? False testimony. ensnare. Isaiah 29 and 21 in the King James, that make a man an offender for a word. That word is anti-Semitism. And lay a snare, a trap. See? For him that reproveth in the, who was him that reproveth in the gate? The men with that garment on, right? Reproving and rebuking with all long suffering, and turn aside the just for a thing of naught. So we know, right, what they're up to. All right. Top down. This is why they know that they have a short time. They know that Yahushua is coming back. What are they doing? They're trying to be God. They're trying to, and then they're going to try to fight Yahushua, Yahushua, when he comes back. So they know, and what? Plot to create genetically genetically superior humans, Salakia. Okay, so what? I mean, look at this. Look at this devil. And I probably need to watch this. Epstein Gates COVID master race. What is that? What is a COVID master race? Fair use.
Jeffrey Epstein's Manhattan Mansion, 2011. Staley, at the time senior J.P. Morgan executive, former Treasury Secretary Lawrence Summers, Mr. Epstein, Bill Gates, Microsoft co-founder Boris Nikolic, who was the Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation science advisor. Why is this guy's important? Why is this guy's name important? We're going to get to that in a second, but this guy was the executor of Jeffrey Epstein's will. What? What does that have to? Okay, they met Graham in 2011. What's the big deal about that? They met in 2011. Well, Jeffrey Epstein hoped to seed human race with his DNA. Epstein bankrolled Harvard scientists to bioengineer his own human race. Now,
wait a minute. So anybody who took that shit, that vaccine, has Epstein's. Look at that.
Video on this. I have an Epstein playlist. Go back and watch it. It talks about how Epstein literally wanted to impregnate women to make a master race. And he hired a bunch of scientists and billionaires to fund it.
I didn't know Peter Brady still had it like that for real, though. But anyway.
Former head of the Treasury, Bill Gates, former scientific head of the Melinda and Bill Gates Foundation that does vaccines all over the world, who then oddly became the executor of Jeffrey Epstein's will. This Evening Standard in London, back in 2001, talking about Ghislaine Maxwell. He has made millions out of his business's links with the likes of Bill Gates. 2001. So when Bill Gates says he's got a virus, a vaccine for this virus, I don't trust him at all. How could you trust somebody? I'm not saying he created this virus and he has a vaccine and he's going to use it to make a bunch of money. I don't know. I don't have evidence of that. But I do know I will not trust a person that has known Jeffrey Epstein since at least 2002.
Okay, so let me explain what's being said. This guy is just speculating, and we're just watching. Oh, you said I had an Edomite joke, but you said Donald Trump was like, what's Donald Trump doing now? You fucking piece of shit. Anyway.
2001. Oh, great. We're all scared. Everyone's scared. We don't want to die from COVID. Stay inside. They show footage of them stacking up the body bags in New York. It's scary. It's scary for all of us. When everybody's scared, they don't think straight. When everybody's scared, they don't ask questions. They just want the boogeyman to go away. In this case, it's COVID-19. So Bill Gates shows up with a vaccine. We're all going, oh, thank you so much. 8,000 people die every day from hunger. It's a virus called hunger. And there's a cure for it. It's called food.
Which no food is real anymore. So anyway, if you're not prepared for what is here now, then it's not because you haven't had ample time to get ready. Yeah, he's trying to be like God. He's trying to ascend above the heights of the clouds, right? The Oort cloud, the what do you call it? The apple cloud or whatever. And nigga, you're never gonna be like the Most High. You're gonna come down. What's the next one? Okay, look at this stupid shit. But yet thou shalt be brought down to hell. That's slavery. To the sides of the pit. With that, we pray that the elect are edified. Salah. Isaiah 14:15. Yet thou shalt be brought down to hell to the sides of the pit. Shalom.